Looks like it's a 5/16 and it fits on here perfectly. So remove that 2 screws for the coolant reservoir. Coolant reservoir, you can see that's how you get right in there. After you remove the coolant reservoir, you can remove those 2 screws that are on the boot on the right hand side of the bike. You can't get to them unless you remove the 2 bolts from the reservoir. Okay, now you can remove this screw right here, and that will disconnect the throttle from the carburetor. So remove this screw right here. It's only 1 screw you have to remove. You remove the bolt first. That gives you a little bit of extra slack to get those things out of the... You need to... These pieces right here, you have to... This cable, you pull it around and then you can pull these out. Now sometimes they get stuck in there. They have to be aligned. You want to just twist this part right here. You just want to twist this all the way, and as you twist it, you should be able to disconnect these things. But you can see they're a little tricky. You got to use like a screwdriver to keep them centered while you try to pull them out. Okay, so now after you do that, basically to disconnect the choke next, and basically all you do with that is you just pull this piece right here. Pull this out, and once you pull it out, you should be able to disengage it from that little clip. That's the little this thing. Yeah, see. Okay, now you push it all the way over. Now you should be able to get that other one out there. These screws right here. This one, and that one down there. This piece right here is going to get in the way. This little plastic piece that goes over the battery. Just tie it off somewhere. In the battery box, you just lift the battery box out once you remove the screws. There is a couple things attached to it, like this little fuse blinker holder. I'm not sure exactly what that is at the moment, but that little thing there. So you just pull that out, and then it comes out. Okay, you do have to take this off too. This bracket right here. Let me take that bracket off. A 10 millimeter socket. Take those screws off. Now you do have to loosen this thing. This thing right here. See this? Once you loosen that, there's a little screw right here that has to come out. I took it out already, but it just holds this in. Now you take that screw out, and what it does is it allows this box to move around. There's also a screw right there that has to come out too. CR-V5. It's that bolt right there. You have to be able to pull the air box back, and the only way to do that, you have to take a screw out on each side, so you have to remove the foot pegs. Now this bracket, can be up like this, can be kind of loose, but this box should be real loose now. Pull it away from the carburetor. Now it came apart pretty easy here, just because I've done it like a few times now. You just need to pull this away like this, and then you start pushing on this carburetor. It'll pull away from these things right here. Mine, I've done this a few times now, so I might have loosened them up. So all you got to do now, you have to take this piece off. This one here. This piece right here has to come off. This rubber thing right here. This is the only side you have to take off. So once you get that off, let me get that off. And sometimes you have to like lift up on the back of it just to get it away from this. You can see it's pretty loose in there now. The tricky part is getting it around this bracket right here. So basically I can pull it just right through here now, and it'll come right out. You can see I've almost got it all the way out now. fuel line. This thing leaks a little fuel, and then you can see I'm just almost got it out. It just pulls right out right here, and that's it. And there's a, let me disconnect those two vacuum lines right there. The idle adjustment is basically right here. This thing just stays on there. Just pull it through. It stays on the carburetor. The reason I'm taking it apart is I've already flushed it out with carburetor cleaner and taken everything apart, but it still has some issues that I'm trying to. It runs a lot better. Run before at all, it wouldn't start. When I rev the engine from idle, it's a little sluggish, so I'm going to try to clean some more things on it, and I'm going to check the float level. So you can see it's like a syrup that built up. It's clogged everything up in there. That's why it won't start. You see how that one's open, but then you come over here, it's got like a syrup in there. I was able to get it started. I just sprayed some brake cleaner in there, and it did start, but it won't run. This happens every time you don't use your Ninja 250. You have to take the carburetor out and clean out everything. So you can see the gunk that built up inside the bowl for the carburetor. All that rust and everything, it builds up. If you don't drive it for like a year, this is what you're gonna be dealing with. See, look at the jets. They're all like, it's like syrup in there. Look at the colors. It's like one's green and one's yellow. I don't know if that's from the fuel. That jet is completely clogged.